close this thing out talking about the orange one in the Oval Office. He was talking about Puerto Rico the other day, and he called the Puerto Rico an unqualified success. An unqualified success. In fact, said he is not getting enough credit what happened in Puerto Rico. This shows how shameful and despicable this man is, to have nearly 3,000 people die in a hurricane, and he somehow calls this an unqualified success. Let's just be honest. If 3,000 white people died in a hurricane, I can guarantee you Donald Trump will not be calling this an unqualified success. Like it or not, this president has a dim view of black and brown people. Now, he and his administration hate to be called racist, hate to be called white supremacists, but this is not a question of what names you're called. We can base it based upon your actions. And to have nearly 3,000 Americans, yes, Puerto Ricans are Americans, died due to a hurricane, and to act as if somehow we could not get the proper resources there to help those folks there is actually unconscionable. We have an amazing military. We have an amazing Navy and Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Army that somehow could have done more had you have a president who actually gave a damn. In fact, we also now, based upon the unearthing of a document, what $10 million was transferred from FEMA to ICE to be able to deport more people. Now, how much common sense does that make? Here we got a hurricane bearing down on America right now, Hurricane Florence. We got 3 other hurricanes that are developing in the Atlantic Ocean. You've got a tropical depression developing right now in the Gulf of Mexico. And we have a president who somehow believes that he should get credit for 3,000 Americans dying. Put this in context, it's almost the same number of people who died on 9/11. What we have is a president who does not care about black people or brown people. And isn't it interesting that Kanye West was the one who said after Hurricane Katrina, George W. Bush doesn't like black people, yet he is walking around in his Make America Great Again hat talking about how he supports Donald Trump. This is why Kanye West is an absolute ass. And this is why I keep saying this to folks who want to give him the benefit of the doubt. To have 3,000 Americans die because of negligence from a president shows how shameful he is. Now, whether or not he gets this message, it really doesn't matter. What you should understand is that Donald Trump, 70 plus years old, rich man, poor man, whatever you want to call him, really does not care about citizens of this country. And so when you go to vote, ask yourself whether the people you're voting for, do they support a man who would call it a qualified success that 3,000 folks could be dead in a hurricane, yet for him, it was a matter of tossing paper towels when he actually hit the ground there. Donald Trump, you are shameful, you're pathetic, you are atrocious and despicable, and yes, you do not like people of color based upon what happened in Puerto Rico.